Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to wait for just a second until everybody gets a chance to come on with me this morning. Drinking my coffee. Oh, it's so good. So good. I'm going to turn off my sound on my phone. And we've got some fun going on this morning. That's for sure. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode, the Wednesday edition of WIP Wednesday, Morning Coffee and Crochet. Welcome, everybody, and it's good to see you. Hey, PJ, good to see you. Good morning. And so it's good to see everyone. And I had a good night's sleep last night, but I still woke up sleepy. So I have my coffee. I'm going to drink my coffee down. I have some fun planned for us. And so we'll wait till a couple more people come on. Good morning, Robin. Good morning. And we'll wait till a couple more people come on. And then I'll tell you what kind of fun we're going to have while we crochet. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Kelly. Good to see everybody. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun day. So, get your WIPs, or your current WIP, or just choose one of your WIPs. I wasn't sure which one I was going to finish today. Hey, Squish, good to see you. So good to see you. So this is our Wednesday, WIP Wednesday, and I have a couple things. I'm looking up here because I have a WIP that's kind of hanging off, and because it had my cue hook in it. Oh, and now I don't know if I want to work on that. Just because I think maybe I could finish it today, but it's a cue hook, and those sometimes hurt my hands. So sometimes, I have to be really careful. And I have been crocheting a lot lately for me, and so my hands are kind of hurting a little bit. So maybe I need to do those exercises like we talked about, just to kind of. And I have, there's in the kitchen. There's a clip, a bag clip that is kind of like this instead of like this, if that makes any sense. So maybe I need to go try that and like put it on there, like I said, and just let it sit for a little bit so that I can kind of loosen up those muscles a little bit because it feels a little tight. But anyway. So let's get our WIPs out and we'll do some talking and we'll do some game playing. I have a fun idea for this morning. And so what I was thinking was, as we are working our WIPs, if you get to the end of a row, put a comment in here on your phone or on your, however you do that. And if you are casting to the television, keep your phone next to you and have that one open, because then you can type your question on there while you're watching the big screen. And did you know that when you're casting to the big screen, now don't ask me how to do it because I have to play around and make it do it. But somehow when you're casting to the big screen, you can cast the live chat on the right-hand side or the left-hand side or wherever it goes, to your television so that you get to see in big letters, the live chat as well. So that's always fun because then you don't have to keep looking at your phone to see any chats. They'll just stream on your television as you're watching. So that's always fun too. You'll have to figure that out. I don't remember how to do that, but I know I did it a couple times and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then I just kept my phone next to me so that if I wanted to answer a question or if I wanted to say hey to somebody, then I had my phone next to me and I would just use that to communicate. But then as far as reading it, I had it on the screen. So that was fun. So here's my idea for today. Hey, Valerie, morning. And here's my idea for today. So if you're catching the live, we're going to have some fun. As you get, hey, Kathy, morning. As you get to maybe the end of a row, or if you're working something in a round, hopefully you're not working something small like an amigurumi and it takes you 3 seconds to get in a round. Yeah, because I don't want to run out of questions, but I don't think I will. And topics of discussion. But hey, Robin. Oh, I love it. Robin says, good morning and good evening to everyone, because we're all, different areas of the world. So that's awesome. So as you get to the end of the row, type on the screen in bold, all caps. And I know that, that's like a no, but that way it'll catch my eye a little bit better. But just write in all caps, one more row. Remember how we kind of made a joke that one time, one more row. So if you get to the end, just type in one more row, and then I will either ask you a fun question, and oh, Susan, well, okay, well, maybe you can, I don't know if you have a little earpiece that you can, listen to us. But I'll be sure and share all the questions and the answers and all of that. But anyway, as we're crocheting, if you get to the end of a row, but good morning, Susan, I'm so glad to see you. And if you get to the end of a row, write in all caps, one more row. And that way, that will be the trigger for me to either ask a trivia question regarding crochet, or ask a question that's like a would you rather, or or just a fun question. Okay, so the trivia questions are kind of cool, actually, and they're all regarding crochet. And there is actually a quiz that you can take. There's a couple quizzes out there that you can take. Oh, you're not seeing any comments? Not even your own, Squish? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you casting it to the television? I don't know how to make it do that. There's a little, like, if you hit the up button, then something pops up, and then you can do it somehow, but I don't know how. So anyway, well, we see your comments, Squish. So I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get started. What is on your hook today? I was debating what was going to be on my hook, because my blanket is getting a little big. And so I have it here. I don't know. I just don't know what's on my hook today. So I hate that I'm like so indecisive this morning. This is my Wednesday and I'm so indecisive. No TV, just the phone. Oh, okay. Okay. Play around with it while we chat. Okie dokie. So, the chats are supposed to be below. That's really weird. Huh. Okay, Squish. I hope you get it worked out. So, I think, what am I going to do today? Well, let's see. I'm looking around because you know me. I have a lot of WIPs. Oh, yes, I do. Do you guys see this yarn? Okay. This was the yarn. This is totally off topic. Like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Oh, Valerie has a baby blanket on her hook. Oh, nice. So, for those of you who don't know, and if you're new, my name is Barbara, and I live in Florida. And my husband and I have land in Tennessee. And we are, our dream is to build a house there. We have 13 plus acres. and our dream is to build a house there. It's a gorgeous piece of land, and it has mountains around it, and it has farmland, and so it's just really, really just our dream. So part of the process of making this dream come true was to sell the house that we were living in, and become completely debt free. And so we've done that already. We've done that step. Well, part of the step is moving in with my mom and dad, and it's a 2-bedroom house, believe it or not. And but we're making it work, and it's been very positive on our part, and I believe on mom and dad's part as well. So I know there's been a lot of adjustments on their part, and I really hope that they still like us when we're done with the move, with everything. So anyway, we really, really appreciate everything that they're doing for us to help us get to this goal. So anyway, good morning, Lori. Good morning. So anyway, my husband and I are in the larger of the 2 bedrooms, and we have, a lot of furniture in here with us, plus our bed. And then I took a corner here. This is the corner of the bedroom, and turned it into my, crochet corner. And my husband has been very, very gracious to me because it's a little tight in here. Good morning, Kelly. And oh, that's right. I already said good morning to you. Kelly is saying good morning to you, Lori, and everybody's saying good morning. And so my husband's been very kind to me. And this section that you see here, plus a long table that you don't see, and a cart, and all of these WIP boxes, and another chair, rolly chair that's filled with crochet, and closet full of stuff and everything. It's all my crochet stuff. So anyway, last night, before we turned out the light, and there's lots of things you do before you actually turn off the lights and hit the sheets and everything. So different things, and taking care of the animals, and because at night we have 1 cat and 1 dog in here, and then we have 1 dog, Theo, sleeps with mom, and then the 2 boy cats are out, and they like to chase dad's feet all night. So anyway, sorry, Dad. And but they're sweet cats, but they do like to chase toes if they wiggle in the middle of the night. So I'm laying on the bed last night, and we have an adjustable bed, so I had the head propped up, and I'm just looking over in this corner here, and I see this yarn, and this one is the Lion Brand Ice Cream Deluxe, and it is just it's like a chenille or a velvet, but it's not the chenille type that gets lost. It's thick. It's not like a furry or fuzzy. It's a thick yarn, and it is a little fuzzy, but the thickness of the yarn is more thick than the fuzzy is fuzzy. If that makes any sense. Oh my gosh. I'm like telling stories this morning. So anyway, I have been like gazing at this yarn and just dreaming about what I could make with it. And so I really want to make something for the for my grandbabies. And it is so soft. It's just so soft. You're right, Lori. And I love the way the colors just flow. Hey, Jody, good to see you. And I love the way the colors flow. And so anyway, I am easily distracted by this yarn right now. So I'm making myself finish up the projects for this week, because tomorrow we have a new tutorial coming out using this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. So that's just a little sneak peek. That's all I'm going to show you. Okay. But after that, I'm like, oh, I really like this yarn. I want to do something with it. I just feel like I just want to do something different. So anyway, that's what I've been. Let me see, where can I put it? Oh, I got to put it up there. That's what I've been looking at. Every time I, climb in bed, that's what I look at. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, for those of you who just came in, we're playing a game today, and this is our WIP Wednesday. So get your WIPs out and start crocheting. If you get to the end of a row, write in all caps in the chat, one more row. And that will be our key to doing a little trivia. And so I'll get us started. And I'll actually get us started, and I will do the trivia. There we go. Oh, I don't want my phone to fall. Let's see. I'll do the trivia without us getting to one more row, just so that we can kind of get a little bit of juices flowing. So the trivia question, and I'll give you the three choices. So you have three choices, and then just kind of type them in, and then we'll see. Where did crochet? Hey, Carla. Good morning. Where did crochet first appear? Where did crochet first appear? And our three choices are South America, Asia, or Europe. And South America, Asia, or Europe. So just type in your guess, and where did crochet first appear? South America, Asia, or Europe? And while you think about that, I'm going to get my WIP out. And there we go. I think I will go ahead and do this one. Okay. I am going to go ahead and commit to this one. This is my blanket that I've been working on. And so I worked on it. Goodness, I think the last time I worked on this was last Friday when I took my husband to the dentist. But it's getting big. It's getting big. The sides are a little wonky. I don't know what I did. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care that the sides are a little wonky. I am going to let me put this down a little bit so that you can see my head, but maybe you can see the crochet as well. There we go. Yeah. So that's how big it is. So this is the width, and then this will be the height of the bed. So yes, Jody, I'm going to put a border on it, and I've decided I'm going to put a solid black border on it, because I think that will really nicely frame all of the colors. Okay, so the first question was, where did crochet first appear? South America, Asia, or Europe? And the correct answer is, ding, 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 Europe. And it says the first examples of crochet were discovered in early 19th century Europe. Crochet is the process of creating a pattern fabric from looped yarn, thread, or other materials. But we knew that, right? Right. And yeah, I'm going to put a border on this. I'm really excited about it. So look, guys, I'm almost at the end. So when I am, I will not shout, but I will definitely let you know. One more row. So anyway, if you guys, yeah, I've done a lot. Thank you, Squish. I have done a lot. Yeah. So congrats to those who got that correct. Crochet originated in Europe in the early 19th century. Oh, Jody's working on her temperature blanket. Nice, nice. Well, Jody, if you get to the end of a row, oh, well, you can't. Well, you might. I don't know. How many days are you? Well, when you get to the end of a day, yell out one more row. Oh, Robin says one more row. Okay. Okay. Are we ready? The next question is, which term was used for crochet in the early years? Which term was used for crochet in the early years? Our first choice is farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, and nobleman's needlework. Lori, this is only the second question, but we have said one more row a lot. One more row, one more row. So the question, let me be serious and I'll ask you the question again. Which term was used for crochet in the early years? Farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, or nobleman's needlework? And this is an actual quiz that I'm taking. So like the last question, I chose Europe and I was correct. So it told me, yeah, you're correct. I don't know what will happen if I hit a wrong answer. I have a feeling it's going to give me the answer anyway, even if I hit a wrong answer. So let's see. Which term was used for crochet in the early years? I'm going to say, I don't think shepherd's knitting will be it. I'm going to say, well, it was nobleman's. Farmer's sewing, is that what you're going to say, Robin? Okay. You know, I just know that it helped people get through a famine at one point. And so I kind of have a feeling that you might be right, Lori. Lori says farmer's sewing. Jody says shepherd's knitting. Yeah, you know, I'm debating. Okay, so I'm going to make a choice. You guys keep guessing. Farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, nobleman's needlework, and I'm going to make a choice, so I will have the answer. Okay, and I'm just going to tell you the one that I chose was wrong. Yeah, it was way back when, Lori, that's for sure. Okay, so are we ready for an answer? Does anybody else want to make a guess? What term was used for crochet in the early years? Farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, nobleman's needlework. The correct. Hey, Viviana. Viviana, we're playing a trivia game today. While we do our crochet, when we get to the end of a row, we put on here in all caps, one more row, and then that will be my cue to ask a crochet trivia question. So that's going to be fun. So the question that we just asked was, which term was used for crochet in the early years? And so the choices are farmer's sewing, shepherd's knitting, or nobleman's needlework. And the correct answer is, oh, Squish says one more row. That's good. The correct answer is shepherd's knitting. Early examples of crochet were known as shepherd's knitting. Doesn't go into any more of that. So yay, we got another one more row. Woo woo, Squish. Okay, here's a true or false question. True or false? Crochet is most often done with a set of 2 pointed needles. True or false? Now, listen. How many times have we fought that? We know that answer. Oh my gosh, we know that answer. Oh, Valerie says one more row too. Okay, so we know that that is false because, dang it, everybody says, oh, great knitting when we're crocheting. And we're like, we only have one. We don't have two. I know. Well, that was an easy one. I don't know if this is actually a quiz for crocheters or not. So we have, let's see, Squish said one more row, and then Valerie says one more row. So let's do this one. How many sizes of crochet hooks are there? 17, 8, or 1? How many sizes of crochet hooks are there? 17, 8, or 1? And of course, we know 1 is not correct. I don't know if here's the thing. See, when I get to the end, I don't know. I don't remember if I did that extra one or no. No, I did not. Okay. Here we go. And I am at the end, so I'm going to yell one more row. Okay, and everybody's saying 17, and let me push 17. And of course, correct. According to the Craft Yarn Council, there are 17 sizes of crochet hooks available. The sizes are designated with a letter or a number in the US sizing system or in millimeters in the metric system. So yes, 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 that is correct. So let me move this monstrosity over to this side. Oops, sorry if it's making noise on my microphone. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Good thing I wore a sleeveless dress today because, woo, I'd be getting hot. So let's see. We had one more row, and then let's do another one because I think we had another one. The first the first published instructions of crochet were printed in the Dutch magazine Penelope. Which year did the article run? Oh, there was a Dutch magazine named Penelope. That's kind of cool. But which year did it run? And is it 1823, 1833, or 1843? (1823, 1833, or 1843? And I'm going to do my choice. And because we already had the hint that it was early in that century. So this is, all of those answers are fairly early in the century. Are you making a Ruana, Jody? That's cool. Okay, Viviana says the 20s. Jody says the 40s. And okay, I'm just going to give us that answer. It says the first printed instructions of crochet were published in the Dutch magazine Penelope in 1823. The article featured 5 purses created by crocheting. So the first printed was, I love that. How awesome is that? It wasn't just like a blanket or something, like that. Oh, I see. This looks like a Ruana. Yeah, I know. It does, doesn't it? The way it's just like all drapey, right? And it's so colorful. I just love this. So I love that the article featured 5 purses created by crocheting. 5 purses. So, Penelope, that magazine knew what was going on. We women love our purses and our bags and anything to carry stuff in, right? Because we got to have our stuff. I don't know, no matter what your stuff is. I don't know if I can, I will try to find that pattern. I don't know if it's archived anywhere. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more. And let's see. Which queen bought Irish crochet during the potato famine? Which queen bought Irish crochet during the potato famine? Was it Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, or Queen Mary? And I heard about that story that crochet actually helped the Irish during the potato famine because the ladies would crochet and they made money by crocheting, and they it really helped their families stay afloat during the potato famine. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. This is not just a, it's not just a, you know, just a silly craft or just, you know, it, it's an actual money making business if you want it to be, or as we, you know, a lot of us do it for, you know, for mental health reasons, or just because we just love it. We just fell in love with it. And what's not to love about crochet? So, Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, or Queen Mary. Squish says Victoria. Lori says Victoria. Viviana says Victoria. And wow, so that's pretty unanimous. I actually thought it was Victoria too, but it might be because I was reading up on different things yesterday and it might be stuck in my head. But I'm going to go ahead and make a choice, and I'll give you guys a little bit more time to answer if you want. Just a minute. Nothing big. Man, I love this blanket. So right now, I know it looks weird, but I am using, I don't know if the colors are coming through, but this is actually like a chocolatey brown and a yellow. And I really do like it. And then before that, right in here was a yellow and a pink. And then before that was the same yellow with a teal. And then the teal with a, see, this looks red. But I'm telling you, when I started working with it, this red right here on the in the ball kind of looked more like an orangey. But I guess it has that orange must have a lot of red, and so that teal pulled out the red in that orange. So anyway, so now it looks red. Okay, so the correct answer was Queen Victoria showed her support by purchasing Irish crochet lace during the potato famine of the 1840s and 1850s. So that was the potato famine. Okay. Oh. Cool. So I don't think we've had one more row yet. I think I used them all up. So let's keep crocheting and we'll chat. I was so pleased when I saw, I hope that you can hear me. I was so pleased when I saw that, I mean, I didn't even know that there were like crochet trivia websites out there. And then this morning, you know, I had written some of them down and everything. And then this morning, I thought, well, let me see if I can pull that up again so that I can hold some more on my phone. Oh, Robin says one more row. And so I can hold them on my phone. And I came up with this quiz. It's so fun. So I'm going to see if I can put the link to the quiz down below. Queen Victoria crocheted scarves for veterans of which war? Queen Victoria crocheted scarves for veterans of which war? World War I, South African War, or War of 1812? So Queen Victoria, obviously, she was a crocheter herself. Woo woo, Victoria, you got it going on. And or you had it going on. And not only that, but she appreciated the value and she appreciated the people because she purchased the Irish lace. I like this Queen Victoria. She's one of us. If she were here today, she would be one of us. She would be online. She would be in the groove. Okay, so Squish says World War I. And Queen Victoria crocheted scarves for veterans of which war? So that's pretty cool. Wow. So see, they saw the value of purses in the first printed magazine. And Queen Victoria thought scarves were a wonderful gift, and they still are. Hey, if Queen Victoria can think, that her beloved veterans deserved scarves, then yeah, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Okay, so we've got a lot of World War I. So, okay, so are you ready for the answer? The answer is the South African War is also known as the Boer, B-O-E-R War, and was fought from 1899 to 1902. And so Queen Victoria crocheted scarves for veterans of the South African War. So that's interesting. That is interesting. And okay, so that was Robin's one more row. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Squish says one more row. Okay. In crochet terminology, what does B as in boy, C as in Charlie, R as in Robert stand for? B, C, R. I don't think. Okay, I don't think I've heard of that, but I'm going to give you the choices. Back cross stitch, big crochet stitch, backward crochet sewing. So back cross stitch, big crochet stitch, or backward crochet sewing. I'm going to make my choice. That one's weird, isn't it? Because we don't see that. I've not seen that, but I made my choice and it was correct, because I'll tell you, the reason that I made my choice is because two of them didn't even sound right. Yeah, back cross stitch is correct. So I guess back is the B and the CR is the cross. And hey, Kathleen. Good, good. Keep on listening. We're going to learn some crochet trivia here. So yeah, the other two just didn't. Big crochet stitch. Yeah, that's just silly. That's just silly. And then backward crochet sewing. I don't know of any sewing stitch. Oop, I am halfway there, so I'm almost at a one more row shout. Let me get the next one ready. Oh, this one's interesting. This one's interesting. Okay. Oh, let me put this up here. All right. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't this make a really pretty rug too? Doesn't this kind of, it's just so, it's soft, it's squishy, it's flexible, as you can see, but it's heavy. So it's like a nice little hug from your blanket. So the only problem is sometimes in the middle of a row, I forget what I'm doing, because I like do a single crochet so long, and then I do a half double crochet so long. And so I found myself at a couple points like doing a different stitch. So I hope I don't mess it up, because like, see here, I think I did it. I don't know. See, I actually don't know. Well, anyway, you know what? It's okay, because it is a scrap blanket and it's going to look like it looks. And maybe next time I will just do one stitch for the whole thing. And Robin's working on a scrap blanket too. Yeah, fast row completion. One more row. Hey, Gloria. Manage a quick drop in. Oh, you're on your way out in 10 minutes. American Guild says crochet originated in Arabia, spread east then west. Two earliest evidence from South America. Oh, yeah. This is saying, this quiz is saying that it originated in Europe. So we're going to have to do more research if we want to get to the bottom of it, right? So I love how, oh, and then let's see. Oh, this is mine, so there's no mess up. That's correct. That's correct. It is going to just lay on the bed and just look so glorious. These colors are going to mesmerize everyone. So they're not even going to see the mistakes, because they're going to go, wow, look at all the colors. Yeah, look at all the colors. So I have to share a little bit of a little tidbit for you. I saw this yesterday, and you know what? I think, oh, I'm going to have to research the year. I had the year, and I don't think I finished writing this yesterday, but and I was going to research it to see if they were in the Guinness Book of World Records, but there is record of over 2,000 women from 14 countries met in India to create the world's largest crocheted blanket. The mega blanket measured approximately 120,000 square feet, or about the size of 1.5 American football fields. And that is humongous. Can you imagine? 2,000 women from 14 countries met in India. And this was, seems like it was in, like 1990s that this happened. And I wish that I could, hey, Melody, I wish that I could remember that. If I didn't want to lose, I don't want to lose this, this quiz that I've got going up on my phone, or I would look it up. If somebody wants to look it up, you can, to find out when that happened. But over 2,000 women from 14 countries got together and made a huge blanket. Surely that's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Surely it is. And then I started, like, my anxiety kind of got to me, because I was like, what if they put me in the middle of that, in the middle of that blanket, and I'm crocheting? Like, because I can only imagine that everybody had to come with a blanket already made to attach together. And what if they put me in the middle, and then, like, I got in the middle, and then I'm underneath this, and I'm having to travel 1.5 football fields to get out from under. Oh, one more row. One more day. I'm on January 12th. Okay, one more day. So Jody is doing a temperature blanket. So instead of one more row, she's saying one more day. So for her, one more day means one more row. So the word crochet comes from the word, okay, so the word crochet, C-R-O-C-H-E-T, comes from the word, and I'm just going to say croche. I'm not sure how to say it, but it is C-R-O-C-H-E, which is from what language? German, Dutch, or French? German, Dutch, or French? Okay, so I made a choice and I was incorrect, but that's okay. German, Dutch, or French? Okay, Squish says Dutch. Anybody else have a choice? If anybody else wants to chime in. And in just a second, I will give you the answer. Ooh, I'm almost at the end. So I can say one more row in a moment. Okay, Jody says Dutch. Squish says Dutch. Carla says Dutch. I'm almost at the end. One more row. One more row. I love that. I think we should chant that. 1999. Oh, 1999. I'm like, 1999. Oh, it was. Okay, so it was in the 90s. And it was 1999 when over 2,000 women from 14 countries met in India to create the world's largest crochet blanket. And aren't I silly to like have anxiety over the fact that if I were there in 1999, they would probably put me in the middle and I would be crocheting myself into like to where I would like have to get under this blanket and like crawl my way out. Gloria, off to do more work with your family. Okay. We wish you could stay too, but catch us later because we're doing lots of crochet trivia. So let's do another one. Crochet comes from the word croche, which is from what language? German, Dutch, or French? And I, like the rest of you, chose Dutch, and I was incorrect. I really thought it was Dutch, but it's French. The middle French word croche or crochet, I guess you could do the A on the crochet, translates to hook in English, which I think is pretty cool. Crochet means hook. Translates to hook. So if people say, oh, your knitting is nice, you go, it's a hook. No, we don't. You know what we do? We just go, thanks, and let them go on. Because, you know, you just can't school everybody and they don't care anyway. They're just thinking that they're complimenting you. So I am almost at the end of my row. Anybody else at the end of your row? And this is going to be fun because when it gets super big, I am going to have to come up with a plan. So let's see. The next one, I'm going to get that one ready. Oh, well, this one I think we'll all get. We will all get this one right. I'm just going to go ahead and answer it. Let's see. South Africa upped them in April 2015 with 67. South Africa upped them with 67 blankets and 3 times larger. What? 3 times larger? Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? That is huge. It was already 1.5 American football fields. So 2 times, that would be 3 football fields, 4.5 football, almost 5 football fields. Oh my goodness. Hey, Valerie, cook breakfast for your patient. That's awesome, Valerie. You keep doing that and we'll keep chatting. And Squish says one more row. So, and it was 3 times larger for Nelson Mandela Day. That is humongous. April 2015. Okay, so crocheters are really ingenious, right? Yes. And brave. I mean, who would plan something like that? Could you imagine the organizers of that event? I would have hives still to this day from that event if I had to plan it. Okay. Question. Ready? Yeah, for Nelson Mandela Day. Yeah, I see that. And okay, which crochet pattern is commonly used by beginners? Which crochet pattern is commonly used by beginners? Is it the German square, the granny square or the gentleman's square? And I can hear your groans because you're like, really? Excuse me. That's the question. That's not trivia. That's common knowledge. Granny, granny, granny. Yay. That's right. I'm going to hit granny and it better not come up red, right? Correct answer. The granny square is the pattern commonly used by crocheting beginners. So I'm going to give us another one because, oh, yeah. Because look, I'm right here, but I'm going to give us another one because that one was just a silly question. I mean, it was almost insulting to us crocheters, but we're not insulted by anything, are we? That's the story anyway, right? Yarn weight is separated. You all have the answer before I hear the question. Ah, Lori. Sorry. Yarn weight. I can talk real slow, but that won't help you because you're 3 minutes behind us, Lori. Yarn weight is separated into how many categories? Yarn weight is separated into how many categories? 8, 7, or 6? 8, 7, or 6? Well, let's talk this out. So we have oh, I think I know that answer because the weight has a number and it starts at 1 and I know the number that it ends on. So I'm going to oh, all right. I was wrong. I was wrong. So go ahead and choose a number. It's either 6, 7, or 8. And I was wrong. So it looks like we've got 8, 6, 8, 8, 7, 8, 6. Unless you spin your own, Lori says. All right. So the answer is 8. Currently, it says currently yarn is separated into 8 weight categories. The categories are noted by number symbol 0, which is lace. See, I forgot about the lace. Through 7, which is called jumbo. So see, I started at 1, a size 1 weight yarn. And I went all the way up to 7, which I've seen before. But even that, which is jumbo. But now we have those really big, like roving. I'm almost at an end. Woo, look at that. I'm almost at an end. I'm going to get a drink of coffee. So I'm not sure when this, anyway, this is howstuffworks.com, yearning for yarn. Okay. So, aha. Right? That's what they say. So I have just a little bit and I sure hope that I'm doing the right stitch. Am I doing the right stitch? I think so. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is insane. All right. Hey. Oh. Mm-hmm. It's pretty. Yeah, the new ones. The new ones. That's right, Lori. Okay, so one more row. Okay, yarn is often sold in an oblong shape. What is the bundle of yarn called? I'm going to spell them, okay? I'm going to spell them. Seine, Skein, or Stein. So I'm gonna pronounce them all. Well, anyway, Seine, Skein, Stein. And I'm going to make my choice because that's common knowledge. Right. Yay. Okay. Squish says a hank. And you know what, Squish? That wasn't one of the choices, but yeah, a hank of yarn is an oblong. You are correct too. Okay, so yarn is sold in a formed bundle called a skein. The shape of the skein prevents the yarn from becoming knotted or tangled. And so I'm going to start a little yarn controversy here. There's a lot of people that call it a skein. I grew up calling it a skein, and when I heard all of the new, not new, but all of the big time YouTubers calling it skeins, I was like, have I been saying that wrong all this time? So I Googled it. How do you pronounce? And I typed out the word, and it said the US pronunciation is skein, and the UK pronunciation is also skein, according to Google. And that's the way I've always said it. So I am sticking with skein. At first, it used to bug me when I would hear people say skein, but then I realized, well, it's a regional thing. So if that's the way they say it in their region of the United States or their region of the world, then so be it. But, I have always been one that, if I met someone that had an unusual name or one that I did not know how to pronounce, I would try to pronounce it. And a lot of times I was right because I would think through, now, how might you pronounce this name? Sometimes I was wrong, and I would learn how to pronounce their name. And that is the way I always tried to pronounce the person's name, in the way that their parents intended it, or to be pronounced, or in the way that the person recognized as their name, because I just thought that was the way to show respect, to my fellow human being, and to show respect for their name. Because, studies show and psychologists know that hearing our name is one of the most important things, to us, because it validates us. So anyway, I always took that with everything that I did. And so that's why when I heard skein, I was like, let me look it up, because if I've been saying it wrong, I'm going to, start saying it the correct way. But I actually found out that I had been saying it the correct way all along. So anyway, if you're listening, just a little trivia on the pronunciation of skein. And, but you know what? If you want to keep calling it skein, if that's how you grew up, if that's how you say it, if that's how everybody around you says it, go for it. Go for it. And woo, I am trucking along. Do we have any? Let's see. Oh, so Jody, yes, I did. Yes, Squish, that's right. Rain, feign, skein. That's correct. Yeah. And so yesterday on my video about gauge, I talked about the mandala blanket that I was making, and no, I didn't finish it. I actually have it in a special 31 basket, and silly me, I started 2 of them because that was at the beginning of the pandemic. Actually, it was a crochet along with the crochet crowd, and it was set to start, I think, like right after Christmas. And it was like 5 weeks, and then you were supposed to be done. So I was thinking, by February I would be done. Well, the first section went so well, and I wasn't sick at that time. The first section went so well that I bought colors to make another one. And I bought colors to make a blue shaded one, and then also a green shaded one. And so I thought, wow, by February, I'm going to have 2 blankets completed. Well, then I got sick, and the flu, and then COVID, and then lockdown, and then everything at work was crazy, and my husband got sick, a couple different illnesses, and it just went by the wayside, actually. And but I had it planned, and so I had these two 31 bags. And 31 is a company that they make totes and bags and things like that. Well, this bag was a tote, and it inside of the top part, it had like a wire, so it held it, it held it nice and sturdy. So I had 2 of those. I got them on sale, and so I had 2 of those. So I put all of the skeins of yarn for the blue one in one, and all of the skeins of yarn for the green one in another. And then, of course, the work was in each one as well. So I started them, but I never finished them. So I have them. When my mother-in-law was sick and I went over there on a Wednesday, I started working again on the blue one. I did like 3 rounds of the blue. I still love it, and I want to finish it. I really do. I need a little more motivation, and I need a lot more time. And so anyway, I'm liking this. Look, it's a nice big stripe of yellow and brown. I don't know if I'm about to run out of any of the colors. Let me see. Yeah. Yep. Looks like the yellow is going to run out. So I'll have to come up with another color for that one. So let's see. The correct answer is SKEIN, skein. Okay. The shape of the skein prevents the yarn from becoming knotted or tangled. Yeah, we hope, right? Most of the time. Most of the time. This next trivia question is a gimme, because everybody who has crocheted anything knows this answer. And let me see. What am I going to do? Am I going to do this one up there? No, I'm at that awkward middle stage. Awkward middle stage. So, this is a half double. So I'm doing every other row as a half double and then a single crochet row. And I thought that would be really great, because the single crochet row keeps it tight, but the half double gives it more height and can help me, get the blanket completed, and also help it be more supple and not too stiff. Sometimes a single crochet can be really stiff. Thank you. It's a beautiful blanket, and good morning to all. Finally got up early enough. Oh, awesome. Gina, are you on the West Coast? So this is pretty early for you. Wow. I think you might be on the West Coast. Yeah, of the United States. That would be early for you. So, okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and ask this. Okay. Oh, Texas. Okay, you're a night owl. Yep. Most creative people are. I don't know why. Well, I can't say most creative people. I just know a lot of us creative people are night owls. But when I go to the cabin in Tennessee, though, I go to sleep with when the sun goes down, and I wake up when the sun peeps up over the mountains. So I just love that area. So I'm hoping that when we move to Tennessee that that I will be able to, because we're going to be in the middle of, our property, and no close neighbors or anything. So I'm hoping that we can like keep up with the sun up, sun down kind of a thing, and not have as much television on. Although, we don't really watch a lot of television anyway. We watch YouTube. So, oh, this is getting heavy, and it's, okay, let's try this. I don't know if I should put it on this side now or on the other side. Nearly midnight here in Australia, and you're still crocheting, and way to go. Oh, and Lori says one more row. Okay, one more row. Which common crochet stitch is abbreviated SC? Which common crochet stitch is abbreviated SC? Stitch cross, simple cross, or single crochet? Oh my gosh. So we all know what that one is. And single crochet. It's almost 2 p.m. in the UK. Okay. Well, good. Good. So you're in the middle of the day in the UK. That's good. Middle of the afternoon. Oh, that's about time. About 2:30. That's about the time that I feel a 3 o'clock is about the time that I feel a nap coming on. Oh, single crochet, obvi. Yeah. So yes, the SC is a single crochet, and we all know that. So let me give you another one, because that one was sour candy. Jody, that is funny. And Squish is like, move along. That one was like way too easy. Oh, 8:50 a.m. in Indiana. Very good. Okay, so let's move along. Let's do another question. You guys are cracking me up. Oh, this one's interesting. Which of the following is not a component of a crochet hook? I, like EYE, shaft, or groove? I, shaft, or groove, which is not a component of the crochet hook. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, I've never heard of one of those components, but obviously I, Lori's laughing at you, Jody. That was like sour candy. Oh, thanks, Jody. It's different. Okay, Mary is in Maryland, and it's 8:50 there. That's 8:50. Oh my gosh. How long have we been going? An hour. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so yes, the following component is not a part of the crochet hook, the eye. A crochet hook is made up of 4 zones or components: the handle, the shaft, the point, and the groove. I didn't know that. Handle, shaft. I knew about the shaft. I didn't understand about the point. And there's different points because like they talk about there's two different kinds, like there's the rounded and then there's the pointy kind, and I don't know about that. Illinois 753. Okay, Melody, that's cool. And but I also didn't know about the groove. I guess that is this part. So that's interesting. Okay. You have a hook with an eye hole? What? What weight is double knit yarn? Oh, Valerie wants to know, what weight is double knit yarn? Did you find some yarn that said that it was double knit? That's interesting. Does anybody have an answer for Valerie? What weight is double knit yarn? I've never heard of that. I mean, I've heard of double knit, but I don't know double knit yarn. I've heard of DK yarn. Oh, DK yarn is double knit. Is that what double knit is? DK yarn? Right, Squish. DK yarn is a 3. Yes, 8-ply or a 3, Anne. That's right. See, I had to work through that. I'm like, I've never heard of double knit, but then I went DK, double knit. Okay, I know what DK is. 8-ply in Aussie terms. Okay. Nooking hooks with a hole in the handle. DK, yeah, it's a lighter worsted. So it's like a 3-weight yarn is what that is. Yeah. So, and that's important if you are purchasing yarn on the internet, and let's say it is, Australian terms, because like when I was purchasing yarn from Hobby Yarn, HOBBII, their yarn is in Australian terms, and so I had to do some research because I really wasn't sure what I was getting, and I didn't want to get really skinny yarn. Well, I ended up with really skinny yarn, but I did do some research to find out. Yeah, tutorial didn't state the number. Oh, okay, the tutorial. Yeah, so a DK yarn is a 3, and a lot of the mandala, like the let me see, not that one. But, oh, okay, it's right here. Oh, well, you can't see it. Well, I don't think I have one that's loose that is easy for me to grab. A lot of the mandala yarn is a DK also, so a lot of it is, so not all of it. Okay, let's go ahead and get through this. Where's everybody at? I've got this much to go before I can say one more row. So, Valerie's making a baby blanket by Creative Crochet. That's neat. Hey, listen, if you guys are watching and you're having a good time and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and remember to hit that bell, because then you'll be notified when we have lives or when any new tutorials come on, and that way you'll be able to catch all of the yarny goodness here on Crochet Therapy. So we are going to wrap it up very soon. I don't want to go too long, but this, I tell you what, guys, I could just crochet all day with you and chat all day with you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and yell one more row, even though I'm not quite there yet. What is the crochet abbreviation for chain or chain stitch? Is it CHA? Is it CH? Or is it CN? And if you have been crocheting for a while and you know how to read a pattern, this is a gimme. A total gimme. Yes. Everybody's saying CH. I'm going to hit CH. And of course, the crochet abbreviation for chain is CH. The chain stitch is a common component of many more complicated crochet stitches, and that is true. Oh, okay. What is the category name for yarn weight 5? Is it medium, bulky, or super bulky? Yarn weight 5, is it medium, bulky, or super bulky? And I'm going to make my choice. Yep, you guys got it. Bulky. I don't know how many questions are on here. This is fun. Bulky, bulky. Yep. And poor Lori, she's out in the swamp, so she's like 3 minutes behind us. So we've already come up with the answers before she even hears the question. Oh my goodness. So it is currently 9 o'clock here. We've gone 1 hour and 16, almost 17 minutes. I'm going to have to let you go. We have a nice group here today. I have had such a lot of fun with you. But before we go, I'm going to ask you, oh, it's almost midnight there. Yeah. I'm going to ask one more question. And this one is a true or false question, and then I'll let you go. True or false? Wire can be used to crochet. True or false? Wire can be used to crochet. True or false? We have Anne says true. Homespun says true. Valerie says true. Carla, Gina says true. Kathleen, Patricia, Jody, they say true. And I said true as well. Lori, oh, you lost us for a bit. Oh, Robin says true. Jody says true. Well, welcome back, Lori. We're glad that you're here. Glad that you came back. The correct answer is true. Lori says true also. Wire can be used as a unique alternative to yarn or crochet thread. In addition to wire, people have crocheted with strips of fabric. What? Or even plastic bags. And I used to crochet at my crochet group with a lady who used plastic bags, and she cut them into strips and she would crochet with them to make mats for the homeless because they were plastic, but they were crocheted and they were squishy. And so that way then, if it rained, then it would dry out quickly as well, and it would kind of keep the person off the ground. But she said that was really hard on her hands because I guess the plastic was like really hard on her hands. Plarn, yes, thank you, Kathleen. She would do that, but if you have hand troubles, she didn't recommend doing that because she found that it really hurt her hands. And Gina says she loves wire crochet. That sounds very interesting. I would imagine you would use like a jewelry type wire that's really pliable, maybe even you know, a 14 karat gold wire or a silver wire or something like that. And oh, plarning hurt your hands too much. Yep, Kathleen. Yeah, that's what I've heard is plarn, the plastic yarn that you create does hurt your hands a lot. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm at the end, and I did my last one, and so I am going to let you go. This is what I've been working on, and I do love it, love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to pull up a nice big loop and fold my blanket. So I'm trying to get a lot of different colors in here, a lot of different colorways, so that there's not just one colorway. So I've got like some purples and reds and pinks and yellows and blues and more yellow and brown up here. And so anyway, I don't know which direction I'm going to go next. Oh yeah, this one side is sad and this one side is sad. Oh, look, people. Oh, I'm a little sad. Look at that. Look at the way the edge is like going all wonky. Ugh. I might have to do a real fancy edge on that. I don't know why I did that. I guess, you know, when I got to the edge, I wasn't paying attention, and maybe the one side is all turning with the half double, and then the other side is all turning with the single crochet. Maybe I should have done 2 rows of each so that I could have both ends on both sides. Maybe that was my big mistake. So anyway, it was a lot of fun hanging out with you. Much love to all of you, and I hope that you have a great day. I hope that today, hump day, is a great day for you. Remember, if your week wasn't going right, to pivot. Listen, if social media is driving you crazy, turn it off for, you know, even if it's just for a couple hours, turn it off. However, go down below first and go to our Facebook page, because I promise our Crochet Therapy Facebook page will not stress you out. Promise, promise, promise. So anyway, have a great day. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Bye, everybody.